This is actually the day of going to Maaco. Not when you see this video. It's currently a Tuesday. I'm going Tuesday. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but you know, this is how I masked it off. I just took the paper, slid it right on, taped it all up. Same through this. I slid it on, taped it all up, taped all in the back there, taped all back there. So that's covered. I got all these covered up pretty good. Like I said, I took the paper, folded it over, and then taped everything around it. So these are good to go. The tape, I gotta put a little bit more tape on here. It keeps peeling off. But taped all this up. I got underneath here. I was gonna take the plate cover off, but it's a pain trying to get off. I think you just pull it off. I'm not sure because there's no bolts or anything. Unless there is, they're on the back of the bumper, not on the front. So I decided just to leave it on because, like I said, I couldn't get it off. I think it pulls off, but I don't want to break it, and then I don't have a license plate cover. So maybe one day I'll go to the junkyard and I'll just mess with one and see how it comes off for future reference. I also masked all along, not all along, I just did like the harder trim part here in the bottom. They can do up top the grill. That shouldn't be that hard to cover, you know what I mean? That's pretty easy. But I did all along here in the bottom. That way this is all, you know, good to go. Because last time they got some paint over here along the trim. Then they also got some paint over here, I think, too, somewhere. I don't remember. But even right here, if you look, they got a tad bit of paint. So hopefully this time they can just cover this up a little bit better. Now I was gonna take the lights out, the headlights, and the markers here. But you know what? I'm thinking if I take them out, it's gonna be a giant hole there, and I don't know how they're even gonna cover that up. So if anything, I think this would probably be better if they just cover this whole thing. You know what I mean? Just put some trim around here, some, you know, just cover this up, because they actually did a pretty good job masking this last time. But they didn't do a good job masking the trim here. I don't know if they're gonna have to even mask this though. I'm thinking they're gonna have to just, I don't know, mask over here, I guess. It already has paint on at this point, and I gotta trim it off, so even if they get a little paint on there, it's, you know, I gotta fix it anyway. But that's overall how it came out. Maybe maybe I'll take these out. I'll leave the headlights in. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Because if I take these out, there's gonna be a giant hole there. I don't know. I mean, I asked you guys what do you think I should do, but obviously my car is going to be done by the time you see this video. So, I don't know. You know, maybe I'll take the markers out. I'll leave these in. That way they don't get paint on the rubber trim, especially this one, because this one has no paint on it. Because I bought this after they had painted it. So, yeah, I think I might go ahead and do that. But there's the final product. Hopefully should be alright. I'm pretty sure I masked it off pretty good. I don't see how they're gonna have any issues with it. I'll just take these off before I drive. They just pull right off, and then I'll just put them on when I get there. The marker lights I'll just take off here. You know, cop pulls me over, all your things out. I'll just tell him, listen, I'm going to make it real quick. You know, so hopefully I won't get a ticket, but whatever. It is what it is. So alright, guys. The next part after this video is gonna be you know, kind of how they did, so well, hopefully it comes out good. Best of luck. Alright, as you can see, guys, the car is back from Maaco here. Sorry about the wind. I don't know if you guys are getting some wind, but it is back. And once again, I mean, you know, I'm honestly like, don't Maaco at this point. They did a horrible job. They really did. I'm just not happy with it at all. You know, I understand you get what you pay for in this world, but I'm sorry. They're honestly at a point now where it's like I feel like they're just like actually like just destroying my vehicle. Like that's how I feel like. Like if you look at my plugs here, now I had taken these side markers out. I didn't shoot a video of me taking these out, but I took these side markers out and I trimmed, you know, all along here. I didn't trim this. I didn't do any trimming. I figured, you know, when it went there, they could just stick some things in here just to cover this up. You know, stick a newspaper, whatever they use to mask, like their tarp or whatever, they're clear. I know they use like some type of like clear tarp. to cover this off. Nah, they didn't bother covering it off. They just got paint all over my wires, on my plugs. They just painted all inside of here, which is like, are you kidding me? Like, is that seriously a joke? It's got to be a joke. When I saw this, I was like, I thought I was, you know, in the Twilight Zone. So they didn't even bother, you know, masking this off or anything. At least for most of it, they didn't even bother. They just left it. So the one thing that I didn't do, they didn't even bother to do. So I'm really not happy about that. Now the actual paint on the bumper, I will say they did a pretty good job. There's you can't even tell it was flaking off at any point. Of course, they got a ton of overspray underneath. You know, no big shocker there. You know, to be expected, whatever. But there's some paint on here, but that's from the last time. That's not from this time because I masked all that off. Now I will say, for me, I guess I didn't mask this good enough. That was already there, but like I don't remember this paint here. And I don't remember the paint being there either. So that actually might have been from me. Nah. I masked it better than that, I'm telling you. I did not leave that like that. I wonder if they took the tape off. I'm almost scared. I'm actually wondering if they actually like legit took my tape off. Because the thing that I had on here was literally pushed all the way back. It was pushed all the way back, and then I put tape all around here. So how did paint even get here? I literally had paper wrapped around twice, and I had it like taped on, like masked on. So I'm almost wondering if they actually took off some of my tape lines and decided to do it themselves. Because I'll tell you, it just looks like crap. Like, I don't know. It, like I said, I'm to a point where I feel like they're destroying my car. Like, this isn't that big a deal. Whatever, you just buy a new license plate cover, whatever. But like this, I mean, come on. This is unacceptable. How can you not like stick something in here to protect it? It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like I said, it's all over my plugs. You know, it's not on my bulb. They didn't spray. I would have been shocked if they actually sprayed my bulb. But they're just idiots. They don't know what they're doing. They just legit cannot do their job. Like I literally masked it all for them, and maybe, like I said, I did mess up on this a little bit. But I know for a fact I did not leave this giant spot there like that. I masked this whole entire thing off. I know for a fact I did. So I don't know why it's like that. That is just ridiculous. They left the tape on there. They didn't even remove the tape, which, whatever, I'll remove the tape. I don't really care. I put on there to begin with, so. For my door, they didn't even fix the door. The paint is still exactly the same there. You probably can't tell, but they probably put one little paint drop and went, book, okay, ooh, we fixed it. So they didn't even do anything with this. It's pretty much exactly the same. They just put a little bit of paint on there, I guess, to prevent it from cracking any further. But they didn't fix the crack. They didn't put like any putty in here, you know, sand it out or whatever, to prevent this from cracking. They just left it how it was. So, oh, here we go. There's paint in here that I'm noticing. I didn't know that was even there. So I see that now. They got some paint up in there. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they didn't even fix my door here. Like, they didn't really do anything to it. It looks exactly the same. I had my car there for 3 days, 4 days, whatever it was. They didn't even do anything to it, except for spray the bumper, which they actually did a good job painting the bumper, but they're still trying to tell me that the door is hitting the hinge. The camera's not going to pick it up, but like, look at that. Like, the force I'd have to use. Like, my hinges on my car are not bad. There's nothing wrong with my door hinges. So, I'm telling you, the reason why this cracked here was because it was a spot where it's sticking up like that. It probably stuck out further, and then yes, when I opened the door, it hit the hinge. You know what I'm saying? Because it does get close to it. But I guarantee you there was a piece of paint that was bubbled, sticking out, and then that hit the hinge. And that caused it to crack. So, yeah, you know, it did hit the hinge. But it's because they can't paint properly. And it's sticking up like this is. You can even see it here on this one. There's one that's stuck up here. You're not gonna pick it up on camera, but you can see it. Like it's cracked now. Like the paint like cracked there. On the inside, you just can't tell. There's a little bit of a crack. It's the same as I think that happened to this door, I'm telling you. I'm not an idiot. And I'm to a point, I'm actually gonna call corporate, to be honest with you. And just tell them just the sheer negligence, just the sheer just, you know, unconcern for any people's like property. I mean, this is just unacceptable. I'm sorry, this is just unacceptable. How do you not like cover a spot where there's wires and plugs? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I understand this is gonna be behind like a lens, you're never gonna notice it, but like, what if that paint got like on a wire and shorted it out, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like that's just complete like negligence. Like, I understand you get some overspray on the inside, like the wheel wells and stuff, you know, okay, it's a little bit harder to cover up. But this, come on, this is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And you know, I'm not the only one. You go online and you just type in Maaco reviews, you get literally thousands of reviews from Maaco, and more than, I'd say about 70%, 75% of them are people like, oh, they fucked up my car, they did this to it, there's people that got like their door sills painted, they got paint on the interior, all kinds of stuff. Now, obviously I don't have any paint in my interior. They leave it pretty dirty. They have like some, you know, stuff all on the door panel. It's like, I guess not that bad, but I guess it's inside the shop, like the chemicals, I don't, whatever they use, I don't know, but they always get white stuff like all over the car. When I first picked it up and I first got it, it was like this like white film, like it's almost like powder. I don't really have it now. They actually did a decent job with that. So, but I ended up dropping my car off on a Tuesday. Now, I had made an appointment 3 weeks or whatever in advance, or 2 weeks in advance, to get the paint job done. So eventually I go there. I got there a little bit later in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I did get there kind of late. I got there, there was no time, by the way, for my appointment. They just said, oh yeah, come in May 15th for an appointment to paint your car. So there's really no time, so they didn't even give me time to begin with. But I tried to get there a little bit earlier. I ended up getting there at 12, so I didn't get there as early as I wanted. But I asked the guy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get my car back today, right? I'm like, I'm assuming it's gonna take like next day. And he's like, yeah, he's like, we're not gonna get it done today. He's like, it'll probably be like tomorrow, we'll get it done. And I'm like, okay, whatever, not a big deal. So then, you know, May 16th hits. I did no phone call, no nothing. I don't know if my car's done. I'm just like, okay, maybe they finished it up late tonight. That's why I never got a phone call. Then we're going into May 17th, which is a Thursday. Still no phone call, no nothing. So I have to call them on my lunch when I'm at work and be like, hey, listen, like, is my car finished here? Like, did you guys even finish painting my car? And some girl answered the phone. She's like, oh, I'm not sure if your car is done or not. You know, we'll give you a call back and let you know. And then I got a phone call back like 20 minutes later or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, your car's done. I'm like, okay, good, I'll come pick it up. So they didn't even bother calling me, letting me know my car's even done. So I had to call them. There's another thing right there. You know, you should really call the customer and let them know, hey, your car's done. Not that big a deal, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like, are you serious? Like, you can't even call someone, let them know their car's done. You know, I know what it's like to work in the retail business and deal with customers. You know, customer service would be number one. Okay, I'm not saying that they should bend over backwards for me, but you know, you should call people, let them know when things are done on their vehicle. That's just fact. You know, I shouldn't have to go out of my way to try to contact them to figure out if my car's done. Another thing too, when I went there, they couldn't find me. They're like, oh, we can't even can't even find you for an appointment. It took them like 10 minutes to even figure if I had an appointment or not. I'm like, dude, I have an appointment. Like, I have a card that says May 15th on it with a Maaco card. I'm like, why would I have a Maaco card that says May 15th on it? So eventually they're like, oh, okay, you got an appointment. I'm like, good, I better. But I don't know, it's just been, I'm to a point where I'm just really done dealing with these people. Like I said, you go online and you look at, all the reviews on Maaco. There's so many people that complained about them, and there's people that I've had it worse than me. I didn't think you could really get much worse. There's people that have it way worse than I've gotten it. And there's people that have had good experience. For you that have had good experience, good for you. I'm happy for you, but for the majority of us, we get fucked by Maaco. And before you comment, oh, it's a stupid old cop car, no one cares about it. You know what? Listen, I don't give a fuck that it's an old cop car that no one gives a shit about. The point of the matter is I paid money to get my car painted. So whether I go there with a fucking Lamborghini or I go there with a Yugo or a Chevy Citation and pay the same fucking price, my car should be painted the same. They don't charge by the vehicle. They charge, well, I guess they do charge by the vehicle, but it's not cheaper for, let's say I had two four-door cars, one of them was worth $100,000 and one was worth $100. It's going to be the same price to paint the fucking car. It goes by what package you do. So that's a bunch of bullshit. No one cares, it's an old cop car, that's why they painted it like shit. So really, that's a really good excuse. So next time you go into the hospital and you're sick, and you're there for pneumonia, and the person next to you is there for fucking, for cancer, since they're paying, since they're a little bit more priority, they can just say fuck you. They won't give you your medication when you have pneumonia. That's a really horrible example, but you get what I'm saying here. Just because it's a lesser value vehicle, yeah, obviously these aren't worth that much. I understand that, but to be like, oh, they painted it like shit because it's an old cop car. That's a bunch of fucking horse shit. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just really not happy with it. I'm gonna call their corporate. I'm literally on to a point where I want some type of fucking refund on this car, some type of money back or something, because it was there for, like I said, for days. They didn't even fix the fucking door here, which is like kind of one of the main things I wanted done. That way it prevented it from spreading. They didn't even bother really. So I might as well just get my own fucking touch-up paint at this point. Just do it myself. That's what I'm about to do, because it's back to the factory paint code. So I'm about to just do that myself to prevent it, because obviously they're fucking incompetent and can't do it. But this I can't fix. Nothing I can do about it. This is why this really annoyed me, because they just got paint all over my plugs, all over the fucking place. Bunch of idiots. I was really upset when I picked this up. I was like ready to go in there and just start strangling the guy behind the counter. And that's another thing too. Like the people behind the counter, they're not bad, but they're like, they just have this like way about them. I can't explain it. Like they're actually very friendly, the people at Maaco, but they're like smirky. I can't explain it. There's like, you walk in there and you just feel like you're getting fucked. That's just how I feel when I walk in there. Like I walk in and like they're behind the counter and they have this like little grin on their face, like, oh, we got another one, I can't wait to fuck his car up. That's literally how I feel every time I walk in there. Like I said, they're not like bad people. They're not mean or anything like that. They try to be as helpful as they can when you're there. But once your car's done, you notice that you realize that they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like they don't care how your paint comes out. Your car looked like complete shit I remember when I first picked it up and I first got a paint job. The paint was all on here, the rockers, like completely white. The guy didn't even cover it up. And then the guy at the sales counter, after I had, gotten done looking at the car, as I'm walking in, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for the Crown Vic. He's like, oh yeah, the car came out good, didn't it? I think it looks really nice. And it's like, no you don't, you fucking idiot. You know it doesn't look good, okay? You're just trying to hope that I don't see the imperfections in it. So, they try to play off like, oh, they're so friendly and blah, 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 whatever. But, I don't know. Personally, I'm not happy with it. I don't think I'm even going back to Maaco for warranty work at this point. I'm just fucking done with them. Any other paint imperfections I have, I'll just try to deal with myself, or even maybe just go somewhere else and have them look at it. Because I'm really just tired of their shit. I've had enough. going to call their corporate office, see if I can get anywhere with that. Maybe get some type of money refunded on this. You know, because I think I originally paid like $1,400 bucks. So maybe I can just get some money taken off. I don't want to get refunded for the whole thing. You know, I don't know how that works. I'm probably not going to get anywhere, to be honest with you, but there should definitely be some type of fucking lawsuit against people, because they must hire people off the street. Like, I could probably go in there and get a job painting fucking cars. Because, like, how do you not cover this up? Like, it blows my fucking mind. It blows my mind how that was not covered up. And then for this too, I wrapped this all up. I know for a fact I did. How paint got on here, I will never know, because I know I wrapped this up. For the license plate, you know what? Maybe I did miss a spot. Maybe I just didn't mask here. I mean, I'm almost certain I did. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say that I missed this. But I know down here, this fucking thing, like all on the paint, on the plastic here, this whole paint line, yeah, that was not me. I know it was not. I know I masked off that whole entire thing. So this, like I said, maybe I did mess up and not get it, but I mean, I'll look back, because I have a video, I think, when I did it, I took pictures. So I'm going to check to see if I ended up doing the whole thing, but I'm almost certain I covered that whole license plate up. You know, it was wrapped up good. Like, I don't know how could the fucking paint get on there? They must have taken tape off or done something with it. Because how come all these are fine? Well, they even got, there's like some type of whatever on here. It's like overspray. That's not overspray. I don't know what it is. It's just like this weird like powder shit. It's like this like weird powder stuff. This is what they get in your car. Yeah, it's got, I don't know, it's got some weird powder stuff on it, but that's just how I feel, guys. I'm just like, so fucking annoyed. So that's it for the Maaco review. Sorry about the wind. I don't know where it's coming from. There. Try to push the wind out a little bit. But that's the review here, guys. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of hate. Oh, you're an asshole, hate on Maaco, whatever. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Hate my video, dislike it. I really don't give a shit. This is for all you real people out there that know what quality is and what quality isn't. And obviously Maaco isn't the best quality, but they are beyond like fucking bad quality. Like, they're like beyond. Like, how long would it take to fucking cover this up? Like, I didn't cover it up because like I have to drive there. We stick fucking newspaper here and it's flying like out the road as I'm driving. That's why I was just like, oh, I'll just leave this open. That way when it goes there, they can actually just stick something in there and it's there, good to go. I did most of the work for them, and they still fucked up. So, whatever. That's my rant. I'll see you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. Another quick thing that I want to show you guys real quick from the fucking scumbag thieves at Maaco. I don't smoke cigarettes, so I usually keep all my quarters for the parkway and things in my ashtray. Well, they cleared it out. This quarter that's in here is from the change that I used, because I gave the guy $1 for the toll, and if you live in New Jersey, you know the toll will be 75 cents for most tolls on the parkway. So, someone at Maaco stole my money out of my ashtray. So once again, another fuck you, Maaco. You're real fucking scumbags, every single one of you. You know, real shady shop here. I'm definitely going to be calling corporate about this. This is, you know, like I said, this is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. That someone would actually even steal money from my car. This is the only time ever that I've had anything stolen out of my car. I've never had an issue. I've even had money in here. And this was open too. I want to throw that out there, that this was open when I got in the car. It was like this. It was like this. But they never locked it up. It was sitting like that when I got my car. So whoever was in here went through here. They went to fucking look through shit. I guess they wanted to see what I had in here. See if I had any money or anything. They probably thought they hit the jackpot when they saw one of these. They probably were like, oh, what's this? There's a fucking, you know, money container. So, yeah. Someone went in here, went through all my fucking shit, trying to look for money to steal. Well, the only real money they found was in my fucking glove box. I mean, in my ashtray here, because I keep my quarters in there for the Parkway. So, you know, whoever it was, they got off about $10, about a roll of quarters in there. Probably got about $10 worth of quarters, maybe a little bit less. So, whoever you are, you know, you're a real fucking scumbag. I hope you know that. And, you know, karma's gonna catch up to you. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, go ahead, steal money out of people's fucking cars. See what happens. I'll make sure you be out of a fucking job because, you know, you're a real scumbag taking money from people that work hard for their money, and, you know, the things that they have, try to fucking take pride in. Obviously, you take no pride in what you fucking do. So, alright, just another little, quick thing that I add to the video because I didn't realize I was out of money until I got on the fucking Parkway. I'm driving down the road and, you know, I went to pay the toll and all of a sudden open it and it's just completely blank. So, you know, I know where all that money went. Some fucking employee at Maaco, because they only get paid, you know, $10, $11 an hour, whatever the fuck they get paid, because they hire some idiot off the fucking street doesn't know what they're doing. So, alright, that's it guys, later. And once again, fuck you, Maaco.